have thought that one swipe to the right can change my whole life. Little did I know I was swiping right on laughter, adventures I never thought I could do, and on a love that's brighter and calmer than I could have imagined. You are my greatest decision, better than extra buttered popcorn with cheddar seasoning. They say you can tell everything about a man by how he treats his dog. You make sure Toby's well fed and most of all showered with your love. Choosing you was the best thing I've ever done. I vow to be your confidant, your biggest cheerleader, and your all-time snack share. When you said you like rice and you have a bidet, it was when I knew you were the one. I vow to love you, occasionally tolerate your silliness, and continue to swipe right on us every single day for the rest of our lives.
Yo, you sent the first message, which took the pressure off me to come up with some cheesy opening line. I love that you didn't have any expectations on our first date. This meant that we got to know each other without having to worry about where to go and what to do. When I was still living in Seagrave, you were willing to take the bus to Port Perry to save me driving all the way to and from Oshawa. You plan activities and surprises that show how much you care. I promise to not keep score in our relationship, even if you win every game of Scrabble. I promise to unclog the hair from the drain, even though we know it's not mine. I'm happy and confident standing here with you, and I'm ready to pledge myself to you. I promise to support you and help you achieve your goals and your dreams. I will do my best to keep you motivated and stay focused when things are hard. I promise to hold your hand when it's dark and take out the dog before bed. I vow to love you for the rest of our days, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
I count it an honor to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Jonessa Seeley.
There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their one true love, the person that's going to know and love them for the rest of their lives. And that moment came for Mike 20 years ago when he met me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew, and I'm Mike's best man. Our high school girlfriends at the time said to each other, you know, our boyfriends should meet. They really have a lot in common. And it was true. We both had long, shoulder-length hair. We were both into heavy metal music. And we were, and still are, both incredibly good looking. And we hit it off well. In fact, so well that those high school romances drifted away. But we remained solid friends, beyond high school and into young adulthood. And across North America and Europe, we've had many unforgettable moments together. And Mike's true character shined on these occasions. Truly a pragmatic, honest, and lovely guy that you can rely on when the chips are down, or when the door on the boys' tent is zipped firmly shut. And Mike honored me by standing with me at my own wedding barely a week ago. Mike, you truly are the strongest and the most reliable friend. You are clever, you're creative, and you're organized in a way that astonishes me and I will just simply never meet. You are consistent and genuine and have a gentle heart that truly touches all who meet you. And this is despite being a literal hard-ass black belt who could break you in half like John Wick. Thank you for the great honor of being your best man today. And can we also give a round of applause for our beautiful bride, Joe?
All right, Joe.
So glad today, honestly. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And when Mike mentioned he met you, he was smitten and the happiest we'd seen him in years. And when I met her myself later, I could see why. They seemed like a natural couple. At ease right away. Joe, you're a charming and a bright young woman. I always felt like I could be myself with you right away. And I know you'll be an amazing wife to Mike. Let's end with a special toast. Joe, could you please put your right hand on the table? And Mike, could you please put your left hand on top of hers? Enjoy this moment, Michael, because it's the last time you will have the upper hand. To Mr. and Mrs. Seeley.
Howdy. So, for those of you that know me, it should be no surprise, I'm not a dancer. So the thought of doing a first dance was just out of the question. There was no way that was happening. So we decided on a compromise. Since Joe and I are both singers and musicians, we have elected to do a first song instead of a first dance. This first song that we're going to play is called I Knew This Would Be Love by Imaginary Future and Kina Grannis. So we hope you guys like it.
It's funny how we met on Tinder. You and I on the edge of the unknown. And oh, in only a moment's time, I knew my heart was yours and yours is mine.
When I saw you waiting at your place, something felt familiar in your face. And oh, you smiled as if to say, I knew my heart was yours from the first day. We were right, we stood through it all, and holding tight whenever we fall. And what we found is second to none. And I knew this would be love. I knew this would be love. There were days when I thought I lost you. I read the letter aloud, what could I do? And now we're right back where we belong. Don't second guess your heart, it's never wrong. And we were right, we stood through it all, and holding tight whenever we fall. And what we found is second to none. And I knew this would be love. I knew this would be love. I knew this would be love. I knew this would be love.
This next song is an original song. So Joe and I, we are actually going to be starting our own band duo. And until a few days ago, we had decided on a band name. I'm glad we checked. Turns out the band name was already taken. So back to the drawing board. But the song is done, so once we think of a name, the song will be released sometime soon. The song is called By Your Side.
When
sugar, milk, butter. Oh, sorry everyone. That's the French toast. Wow, what a terrific audience. It's always nice to start with a joke, and I'm sure there's a joke to be said about the cash bar. But I'm sure we'll be hearing about that for the rest of our lives, so I'll leave it up to you. I want to thank you all for coming to celebrate with us today. It can be difficult to stay in touch and see everyone all the time, but it's nice to see people come together in the moments that count. Living far away from family and friends can be difficult. Choosing to get married in Canada made it much harder for Joe's family to attend today. However, they are here in our hearts, and I'm looking forward to meeting my new family. To everyone that traveled to get here, we really appreciate your effort, and it means the world to us. Especially to Joe's brother Jason, who was the only person to make it from outside of Canada all the way from Saudi Arabia. To everyone that's watching from the live stream today, because you could not be here, thank you so much for tuning in, and we know you would be here if you could, and we hope to see you soon. Today, we are committing to the next chapter together and the next adventure. Even though the world can be hard and challenge us in ways we never imagined, it doesn't seem as bad when you have the right person with you. To the DJ and MC Dave, and all the vendors that assisted today with food, photos, videos, and preparation. We could not have made this happen without you, so thank you all so much for helping us to prepare and to capture this magical day. I want to take the next moment to appreciate my best man and amazing friend Andrew. We have been friends for many years, as you've heard in his story, and we have so much in common. What started off as a mutual love of heavy metal and drinking developed into other mutual interests like traveling, learning French, and later Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Andrew and his wife Anusha got married 2 weeks ago, and we were so happy to attend the wedding. It seems we had another thing in common, which was to get married the same year and the same month. We also both ended up in multicultural relationships, so there's one more thing we have in common. I'm so grateful to have a friend like you, and you really are the best man.
Cheers, buddy.
To my wife, I want to take this moment to appreciate everything you did to make today so special. I would love to take credit, but I don't think anyone would be surprised to find out that you were the brains and the driving force behind everything that went into today. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I know that you've been questioned by family and friends for many years about when are you finally going to get married. So now you'll forever be able to tell everyone that you got married before you turned 35. We did it. We have pledged our love, and we're ready for the next chapter of our life. And I'm proud to call you my wife, and I'm ready for whatever comes next with you by my side. I hope you all enjoyed the dinner. We still have plenty of desserts and cake for those that still have room. Thank you all so much for being here and listening to this little speech. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Cheers.